If you're a dog owner here in Racine, you already know there are so many great spots to get out with your dog. So today, we're going to talk about how to find the right trainer, someone who can help you both enjoy everything the city has to offer without the stress.
Yeah, just imagine it for a second. You're taking a nice, relaxing walk along the lakefront. Your dog is just trotting along right by your side, totally connected with you. That's the dream, right? That's what we're aiming for. And good training is how you get there.
All right, first up, let's talk about training specifically for your life here in Racine.
This really gets to the heart of it. Training isn't just about teaching sit and stay in your living room. It's about getting your dog ready for real life. Think about it. Can your dog handle the busy sidewalks on Main Street? Or can you walk the Root River pathway without your arm feeling like it's going to fall off? That's what practical, real-world training is all about.
Okay, so we know what we want. The next question is, how do you find a professional who can actually help you make it happen? Well, a great starting point is to look for professional credentials. And this isn't about being picky or anything, it's just a way to see, objectively, that a trainer has put in the work, studied up, and is serious about what they do. Now, I know this can look like a bunch of alphabet soup at first glance, but these letters really do matter. Things like KPI-CTP or CPDT-KA, they tell you that a trainer has actually been tested on modern, humane, and effective methods. And if you're dealing with tougher stuff like serious anxiety or reactivity, then you'll want to look for certifications like IAABC, CDBC. So, what's the common thread with most of these certified trainers? They almost all use what's called positive reinforcement. And the concept is really straightforward. You reward the behavior you want to see. That's it. It's the approach experts recommend because it builds a stronger bond with your dog. You get results that stick without using any fear or intimidation.
All right, so we know the kind of training philosophy to look for. Let's get into the practical side of things. What are your options, and what's the cost going to look like? Generally, you're looking at two main paths: private lessons or group classes. Private lessons are awesome for tackling specific things that happen in your home. Like puppy basics or getting your dog to stop jumping on everyone who comes through the door. Group classes are great for something else. They're perfect for helping your dog learn to focus when there are other dogs and people around. That's a huge skill for getting them ready for busy spots, like hanging out at Moment Square.
So, what about the cost? A group puppy class that runs for a few weeks is usually the most budget-friendly way to start, typically in that couple $100 range. Private lessons are more, priced by the hour. And then you have the really intensive stuff, like a board and train, which is a much bigger financial commitment. This should give you a good ballpark idea of what to expect here in Racine.
Okay, let's say you found a few trainers that look promising. The next step is just having a quick chat. It's really the only way to feel out if they're the right person for you and your dog.
When you ask this, what you're listening for is anything that connects back to that positive reinforcement idea we talked about. You want to hear that their focus is on rewarding the good stuff, not on using harsh tools or corrections.
This is a really telling question. A great trainer isn't just going to give you a generic answer. They should start asking you questions. Where do you usually walk your dog? What are some of the challenges you're having in your neighborhood? That shows they're thinking about how to make the training actually work for your real life here.
And this is a big one, because the training session is just the beginning. The real work happens between sessions. A good trainer will give you a clear plan. Here's what we're working on, and here's what I need you to practice this week. It shows they're setting you both up for success.
Think of this as the final chemistry check. Training is a partnership, so it's so important that you, your dog, and the trainer all click. Just watch how they are with your dog. Do you feel comfortable with them? Do you like their energy? It makes a huge difference.
All right, now for the really fun part. Once you start learning these new skills, you've got to take them on the road, and there are some great spots around town to do just that.
Racine really has some perfect practice spots. Johnson Dog Park, for instance, is all fenced in, which is perfect and safe for practicing recall. The Root River pathway gives you these nice long stretches, which is ideal for working on loose leash walking. And then a place like Cliffside Park, you've got all those natural sights and smells on the trails, which is great for practicing focus. And hey, just a quick friendly reminder about the local rules when you're out and about. Make sure your dog is licensed every year, and remember, they need to be on a leash everywhere in public, unless you're specifically in a designated off-leash area. So, when you boil it all down, it's pretty simple. You're looking for a trainer who uses positive methods and who really gets what you want to achieve with your dog for your specific Racine lifestyle.
So good luck with your search and your training. All the work you put in now is going to pay off with so many more fun adventures you and your dog can have together all around town. It really is worth it.